blanket. The streetlights hum a song for no one to hear. I walk the pavement counting every cracked stone, waiting for the fog to slowly disappear. It isn't lonely when the shadows are so tall. They wrap around the buildings like a coat. We are small beneath the weight of it all, drifting on the water like a paper boat. I don't need a diamond or a crown of gold. I don't need a story that has all been told. I just need the quiet of your steady hand, pulling me to safety on the dry land. The noise of the day is a constant war, fighting for attention at the heavy door. But you stand guard without a sword or shield, just a quiet patience in the open field. Every time I falter, you were standing there, not to fix the broken parts or make them fair, but just to witness how the pieces fall, and remind me that I still can stand tall. The world demands a show, a loud display, but we are walking down a different way, where the colors are muted and the lights are low. And love is something that we simply know. It's the gravity that pulls the planet round. It's the roots that hold the tree inside the ground. Invisible forces that we cannot see, defining the space between you and me. I used to think that strength was in the shout, in the certainty that leaves no room for doubt. But now I see it in the way you breathe, in the promise that you never wanna leave. Let the others race to reach the finish line. I am happy just to know that you are fine. We build a shelter out of simple things, ignoring the chaos that the morning brings. In the dark, the senses come alive again, smelling the ozone of the coming rain, hearing the rhythm of a distant car, wondering how we ever got this far. You are the anchor in the shifting sand. You are the compass in a foreign land, not because you try to be a hero now, but because you honor every silent vow. So let the static fill the empty air. I find my comfort knowing you are there, a signal clear amidst the white noise sound, feet planted firmly on the frozen ground. There is a beauty in the darkest night, when we aren't blinded by the harsh light. We see the outlines of what truly matters, even as the glass around us shatters. Hold the moment like a breath held in, let the healing of the heart begin. No need for speeches or a grand design, just the crossing of your path and mine. We weave a tapestry of gray and blue, a dark horizon with a brighter view. And in this silence we can finally be drifting together on a quiet sea. The door creaks open to the quiet room, a sanctuary from the heavy gloom. The smell of paper and of ancient glue is the perfume that connects me to you. We walk the aisles of the forgotten books, avoiding all the angry searching looks of people running in the street outside. Here is the place where we can safely hide. The dust will dance within the yellow light. We are protected from the common night by walls of stories written long ago by people that we will never know. I pull a volume from the wooden shelf, a story that reminds me of myself. But in the margin someone wrote a note, a secret message that they had to quote. We read the history of broken hearts, of people forced to live their lives apart, and realize that we are not the first to feel the hunger and the heavy thirst for something deeper than the surface screen, for something that remains largely unseen. We are the readers of the silent text, wondering what chapter is coming next. The library is quiet as a tomb, but it is not a place of death or doom. It is a storage for the human soul, kept safe within the pages and the scroll. You sit beside me on the wooden floor. We don't need to go out anymore. The world can spin without us for a while. We trade the noise for a secret smile. The rain begins to tap against the glass, watching the minutes and the hours pass. We are absorbing wisdom from the dead, letting it settle in the weary head. Knowledge is a heavy thing to bear, but it is lighter when we choose to share the burden of the truth between us two, a bond that is honest and is true. The shadows lengthen as the sun goes down. We are the kings of this paper town, building a castle out of poetry, where we can be exactly who we be. Don't judge a book by looking at the skin. You have to open it and look within. The dark cover might hold the brightest light, just like the stars within the blackest night. We are the archivists of memory, preserving things that others cannot see. The gentle kindness in the quiet word, the softer sounds that are rarely heard. The librarian of time is watching us without a hurry and without a fuss. She knows that we are searching for the key to set the captive spirit finally free. So turn the page and let the story start. We'll write the ending in the beating heart, surrounded by the dust and by the age. Find our names upon the turning page. Stretches out into the black. There is no easy way to turn it back. The headlights cut a cone into the mist, a void that surely ceases to exist. We chose the long way round to get to here, ignoring maps and conquering the fear. The shortcut offered glitter and gold, but sold a story fatigue and we feel the hurt, but every step is honest and it's ours, passing the lonely and forgotten hours. It isn't about getting to the end, it's about having time to mend the broken pieces scattered on the road, sharing the burden of the heavy load. I see you stumble and I hold your arm, protecting you from any further harm. Not because I'm strong or because I'm great, but because we share this common fate. The stars above are indifferent and cold. They watch the tragic history unfold, but down here in the mud and in the rain, we find a purpose in the throbbing pain. To lift a brother when he cannot stand, to offer water in a desert land. The hero isn't flying in the sky, he's wiping tears from a stranger's eye. We take the long way home to see the view of darkness turning into shades of blue. The transition is where the magic lies, before the sun begins to burn and rise. Don't envy those who fly on wings of wax, they pay the piper with a heavy tax. We keep our boots upon the solid ground, where real connection is most often found. The shadows lengthen as the night descends, we are more than lovers, we are friends, walking the perimeter of the soul, trying to make the fragmented parts whole. The city glows a menacing orange fire, a funeral pyre of unfulfilled desire. But we are skirting round the edge of town, not letting gravity pull us down. There is a rhythm in the walking feet, a drum that beats upon the empty street. 1, 2, 1, 2, we keep the steady pace, running a marathon, not a sprint race. If we arrive with dirt upon our hands, it means we traveled through the treacherous lands and didn't compromise or sell the truth to regain the fading glory of our youth. The long way home is hard, but it is real. It teaches hearts exactly how to feel. So take a breath and look into the dark. We are the carriers of this spark. We'll get there when we get there, not before. Walking through the final open door, dusty and tired, but with spirits high underneath the vast and endless sky. Gates are locked, the visitors are gone. The shadows lengthen on the manicured lawn. We climb the fence to get inside the space, to find a slower and a quieter pace. The flowers here are dark and deep in red, rising up from the forgotten bed. They only bloom when no one is around, drawing their secrets from the underground. We walk the path that circles round the pond of every social expectation formed, breaking the rules but doing no one harm, protected by the night's peculiar charm. The statues look like ghosts in marble white, reflecting just a little bit of light. They watch us pass with empty stone eyes, witnesses to all our heavy sighs. We sit upon a bench that's cold and damp, lit only by a distant flickering street lamp. The city knows it's just a hum away, but here the night holds terror at bay. You pick a rose that's growing wild and free, and offer it silently to me. The thorns are sharp, but you don't seem to care. We breathe the heavy perfume midnight air. This garden is a metaphor for us, away from all the anger and the fuss. A place where dark things grow and turn to good, under the canopy of the ancient wood. We don't need sun to synthesize the green. We thrive on things that remain unseen. The roots go deeper when the water's low, learning the things that daylight doesn't know. I rest my head upon your shoulder blade, not afraid of the debt that must be paid for living life outside the normal lines, ignoring all the warning and the signs. The ivy creeps along the crumbling wall, catching the stones before they start to fall. We are the ivy holding up the heart, refusing to let it break apart. The night bird calls a singular sad note. It catches in the bottom of the throat, a song of longing and of deep desire, setting the quiet darkness on fire. We are not trespassers, we belong here, where the atmosphere is thick and clear, among the nightshades and the weeping trees, falling upon our bruised and dirty knees, to worship beauty in its darkest form, safe from the heat and safe from the storm. The midnight garden is a sacred ground, where lost and lonely things are finally found. So let us stay until the sky turns gray, before we have to face the light of day, storing the silence in the inner chest, putting the weary spirit to its rest. The wheels are grinding on the metal track, there is no schedule for the coming back. We bought a ticket for the midnight train, leaving the city in the heavy rain. The windows act like mirrors in the night, reflecting faces bathed in yellow light. Outside the world is just a blur of black. We are moving forward, never looking back. The rhythm of the rails is hypnotic sound, vibration rising from the solid ground. It lulls the worry in the chest to sleep, a promise that the engine helps to keep. The carriage is empty, safe for us two, and the conductor passing slowly through. He punches tickets with the knowing nod, a silent message cloudy sky. People are sleeping in their warmer boats, while we are riders on the iron roads. There is a romance in the transit space, a suspension of the time and place. We are not here and we are not quite there, suspended in the stale and conditioned air. You lean your head against the cooling glass, watching the shadows and the signals pass. The red light changes into sudden green, the grandest opening that I've ever seen. We are escaping from the static life, cutting the tension with a silver knife. The train is carving through the countryside with absolutely nothing left to hide. The whistle blows a lonely haunting note, it catches in the bottom of the throat. A cry of freedom and of deep despair, hanging suspended in the midnight air. We share a coffee from a paper cup, trying to keep the spirits looking up. The caffeine and the motion keep us awake, watching the dawn begin to slowly break. But not just yet, the night is still our friend. We don't want the journey to truly end. We want to stay inside this moving shell, safe from the heaven and safe from the hell. Just passengers upon a line of steel, feeling the things that we're afraid to feel. The vulnerability of moving fast, while trying to make the quiet moment last. The dark aesthetic of the railway line is something that fits us and fits just fine. Industrial and gritty, loud and real, creating wounds that only time can heal. And turns the lights down low, but we have got nowhere that we can go. We punch the card and start the heavy round, walking on silence and on hollow ground. The factory is quiet as a grave, it takes a special courage to be brave. When you are working while the others dream, navigating upstream on the stream. We are the keepers of the midnight hour, while the corporate world has lost its power. We tend the machines and we sweep the floor, watching the shadows underneath the door. It isn't glamorous, it isn't bright, but there is honesty within the night. We see the world without the mask of day, when all the pretense has been stripped away. You pour the coffee from the thermos flask, we take a break from the eternal task, sitting on crates beneath the yellow bulb, discussing life and its entire hubbub. We are the guardians of the empty space, running the slow in the endurance race. Nobody sees the work that we put in, or sees the grease upon the tired skin. But we don't do it for the grand applause. We do it for the simple, quiet cause of keeping things in motion and alive, so that the morning people can survive. The hum of engines is a comfort sound, vibration rising from the concrete ground. It tells us that the heart is beating still, driven by electricity and will. We watch the sunrise through the dirty glass, waiting for the long night shift to pass. The colors change from purple into gold, a story that is beautifully told. We hand the baton to the morning crew, who have no idea what we have been through. The loneliness and the fatigue we fight to keep the fire burning through the night. But we share a look before we walk away into the blinding brightness of the day, a secret knowledge that we hold inside with a distinct and a quiet pride. We are the ghosts that keep the world on track, carrying the city on the weary back, invisible and silent and unknown, but never truly feeling all alone, because we share the burden of the dark, lighting the tiny and the vital spark. The night shift is a brotherhood of few. You cream the weary likes of me and you. So go to sleep and let the dreams begin. We'll wake up when the night comes back again, ready to stand the watch and pay the toll, protecting the machinery of the soul. The house was falling down around our ears, rotting away for 20 quiet years. The paint was peeling and the wood was gray. Nobody thought that it would see the day, but we saw potential in the broken frame. We didn't care about the ruin's name. We rolled our sleeves up and we start to work inside the shadows where the spiders lurk. It isn't glamorous to sand the floor or fix the hinges on the heavy door. The dust gets in the lungs and in the eyes, but we are chasing off the compromise. Restoring something takes a patient hand, something the modern world won't understand. They want it instant, shiny, new and fast, but we are building something that will last. I hold the ladder while you paint the ceiling. It's such a simple and an honest feeling, to fix the damage that the time has done before the setting of the heavy sun. We strip the layers of the old decay, throwing the rotten pieces all away, finding the beauty of the original wood, doing the things that we believe we should. It's not about owning a palace grand, it's about healing up the broken land, mending the cracks within the plaster wall, so that the structure will not ever fall. We find old treasures hidden in the dirt, memories of joy and of the hurt. We honor them and place them on the shelf, respecting history more than the self. The work is hard, the hours are so long, but we are humming an old freedom song. The sweat upon the brow is honest rain, washing away the laziness and stain. A relationship is like this old estate, you cannot leave it to the hands of fate. You have to sand and polish every day to keep the rot and termites far away. We are the restorers of the heart, determined not to let it fall apart. Use the tools of kindness and of care to fix the brokenness that we find there. The garden is overgrown with weeds and thorn, the fabric of the curtains is all torn. tower, counting down the minute and the hour. The metal is corroded green and brown, looking out above the sleepy town. The rope is frayed and heavy in the hand, but we are here to make a quiet stand, to ring the bell against the silent sky, and ask the question of the reason why. We do not do it for the gathered crowd. We do not ring it very long or loud, just once to break the stillness of the night and signal that we're holding on to light. The vibration travels through the stone, it chills the marrow of the inner bone, a resonance that lingers in the air long after we have left the stairwell there. I watch you pull the rope with all your might, a silhouette against the fading light. It takes a strength to make a heavy sound, to wake the sleepers on the frozen ground. Was done, a memory of the setting of the sun. It travels out across the dark terrain, through the mist and through the driving rain. We are the keepers of the ancient toll, the guardians of the weary, heavy soul, reminding everyone that time is real, and that the deepest wounds can truly heal. The ballast cracks running down the side, there is no damage that we try to hide. The floor creates a unique somber tone, a voice that is distinctly all its own. Perfection is a myth we leave behind, in search of something that is true and kind. A broken instrument can play the song of how we struggle to belong. The bats fly out and circle round the peak, we listen to the rusty hinges squeak. It is the music of the Gothic noir, knowing exactly who and what we are. We don't need praise for ringing out the chime, we are just servants of the passing time, marking the transition of the dark, protecting the vital and the tiny spark. The sound waves ripple out into the void, where silence is completely destroyed, and in its place a harmony is born, waiting for the breaking of the morn. It's dark up here, the wind is biting cold, but we are feeling brave and we are bold, because we share the labor and the rope, and pull together with a sense of hope. So let the rusty bell begin to swing, and let the heavy metal start to sing, a lullaby for those who are awake, for every spirit that is bound to break. We'll stand right here until the echo dies, watching the starlight in the winter skies, satisfied that we have done our part in the beating of the city's heart. This is a canvas for the soul, making the fragmented pieces whole. We are the guardians of the upper sky, watching the satellites go floating by, recording history without a word. The quietest song that was ever heard, orbiting the chaos of the human race, maintained by physics and by amazing grace. We don't need oxygen to breathe the truth. We left that need behind us in our youth. So keep your trajectory true and straight. Don't let the atmosphere decide your fate. Stay in the vacuum where the mind is clear, and everything is distant yet so near. The mountaintops are hidden in the cloud. The valley floor is noisy and it's loud. I tried to send a message through the air, but it dissolved before it got to there. We built a fire on the highest peak to speak the words we were afraid to speak. Not with a voice but with a burning light, cutting a hole into the velvet night. I see you watching from the other side, across the distance that is deep and wide. You light a torch and hold it to the sky, a silent answer to my silent cry. It's not about the burning of the wood, oh, it's knowing that we did the best we could, oh, to bridge the gap between two lonely souls, oh, to fill the emptiness of empty holes. The smoke ascends and disappears in gray, taking our worries and our fears away. We don't need cables or a telephone to know that we are standing not alone. The world is cold and full of frozen things, but warmth is what the signal fire brings. It melts the ice around the heavy heart and finishes what we intend to start. I don't need glory from the crowd below, I only need the signal steady glow to tell me that you're keeping watch for me, while I am keeping watch across the sea. Responsibility is hard to bear when no one else is breathing in the air, but we have made a pact to keep the flame, without the need for praise or for a name. The dark is closing in on every hand, engulfing all the water and the land, but in the center there is orange and red, alive and dancing while the rest is dead. We feed the fire with the broken past, with all the things that weren't built to last. We burn the ego and we burn the pride, with nothing left for us to keep inside. Just raw connection in the winter cold, a story that is new and yet is old. 2 points of light within the universe, a blessing in the middle of a curse. If you get tired, I will burn more bright. up by whispering my name. The signal fire is a sacred trust, turning the heavy iron into rust. It keeps the wolves of loneliness at bay until the breaking of the light of day. So pile the branches high and let it roar. We aren't the people that we were before. We are the keepers of the midnight spark, defining safety in the endless dark. The fog is rolling in across the bay, washing the colors of the world away. We stand upon the edge of land and sea, watching the water moving constantly. It is exciting and it isn't loud. We are far away from every cheering crowd, but someone has to watch the lighthouse beam and keep the safety of the waking dream. The rotation of the light is slow and steady. We keep the oil and the lantern ready, not for ourselves but for the ships out there, lost in the darkness and the salty air. I don't need to know the captain's name, I don't need to share wealth or fame. It is enough to know the light is true, cutting the heavy darkness through and through. We sit in silence while the wind blows hard, dealing the hand of fate card by card. The coffee's cold but the heart is warm, safe in the center of the raging storm. Service is a quiet kind of love, reflecting the constellations up above. It doesn't ask for payment or for praise, it simply navigates the ocean maze. You check the glass and I check the gear, we have been doing this for many a year. The routine is a comfort to the soul, making the fragmented spirit whole. The isolation is a heavy cloak, but we are sturdy like the ancient oak, roots going deep into the rocky shore. We couldn't ask for anything much more. Sometimes I wonder if they see the light, or if they just blindly sail through the night. But then I see a signal flash return, and feel the fire in the lantern burn. We are the guardians of the jagged coast, to the invisible and silent host. We don't need statues in the city square, knowing we helped is enough to care. Silver streaks lighting the summits of the distant peaks. Another night has passed without a wreck. We stand together on the wooden deck. The eagle wants to be the ship that sails to fight the monsters and the heavy gales, but we contend to be the solid ground where safety and direction can be found. Let the others conquer and explore. We will remain upon the rocky shore, keeping the candle burning in the glass, watching the seasons and the vessels pass. There is a rhythm in the crashing wave, a song for the lonely and the brave. We hum along in harmony so deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. So keep the watch and do not close your eyes under the canopy of stormy skies. We are the anchors of the darkest night, holding on to everything that's right. The sky is heavy with a shade of lead. The words of anger have been put to bed. The first flake falls and lands upon the sleep. a signal that it's time for us to leave. The noise of wheels is muffled by the wire as winter takes the city in the night. A blanket falling on the dirty street, making the broken pavement look so sweet. I love the silence of the falling snow. It slows the rhythm and the tempo low. It forces everyone to stop and look, like turning pages in a quiet book. We walk and leave our footprints in the deep, while all the flowers underneath our sleep hibernate until the spring returns, waiting to see what the new season learns. The cold is biting, but we feel the fire of simple presence and of no desire to be somewhere other than right here, watching the landscape slowly disappear. It is a clean slate falling from the cloud, covering the boastful and the proud. The statues and the monuments are gone, buried beneath the coming of the dawn. We are insulated from the sound of all the chaos spinning round and round, round. A cocoon made of ice and frozen air, stripping the soul down till it is bare. You catch a snowflake on your eyelash there, a tiny crystal, fragile and so rare. It melts and turns into a single tear, not of sadness but of loss of fear. We don't need colors to appreciate the beauty of this wide and frozen state. The stark contrast of trees against the sky is enough to satisfy the eye. The world is holding breath and standing still, a surrender of the iron will to forces that are gentle but so strong, correcting everything that has been wrong. Let it bury all the past mistakes in millions of the tiny perfect flakes. We start again with nothing on the ground except the lack of any jarring sound. The dark is brighter when the snow is down, reflecting lights from the surrounding town. It's an illumination from below, a mystic in a soft ethereal glow. We bundle up against a bitter chill, but inside we are warming and we are still. Connection is the furnace of the heart, keeping the freezing loneliness apart. The cars are stopped until the final heavy flake has dropped. We'll walk and wander through the change land, holding tight to one another's hand. The purity of white upon the gray is how we wash the grit of life away. A baptism of water turned to ice, paying the heavy and the winter price. For peace and quiet in the noisy aging, turn the white in the unwritten page and write a story with our boots in snow about the places that we want to go. The fog hangs low upon the steel cable. We do what we are willing and are able to span the distance of the raging stream, holding the weight of someone else's dream. The metal groans beneath the heavy load, connecting one side of the lonely road to where the safety and the shelter lies, underneath the gray and weeping skies. We are not standing on the solid ground, we are suspended where the wind is found, swinging slightly in the winter gale, but determined that we will not fail. us to speak. We let them walk across our aching back, keeping them safe upon the narrow track. Service the structure in the chaos while protecting the step of the frightened child. We don't need plaques or ribbons or a prize, just the relief within the traveler's eyes.
The night descends and covers up the span. We are the architects of a quiet plan, to be the link that brings the two sides near, to banish isolation and the fear. The wind plays music on the tension wire, a melody of cold and hidden fire, singing a song of strength and unity above the churning of the dark sea. We are the suspension in the empty space, refusing to give up or leave the place, because we know the bridge is vital now, to honor every silent sacred vow. Stories love in a physical form, standing defiant in the heavy storm. So let the cables stretch and let them sing. We are prepared for what the night will bring.
The pressure drops as we begin to sink below the surface where the light turns pink, then fades to purple and then fades to black. There is no easy way of turning back. We found a city sleeping on the floor, beneath the ocean and the heavy roar of waves that crash upon the world above. We found a sanctuary for our love. The buildings here are covered in the green, the strangest architecture ever seen. The fish swim through the open window frame. They do not know the city's ancient name. We walk the streets in slow and heavy grace, the water holding us in its embrace. It isn't drowning, it is learning how to breathe the silence of the here and now. The noise of traffic is a memory, dissolved completely in the salty sea. We communicate with the look inside, tracing the bubbles in a vertical line. You point to towers made of coral stone, a kingdom that we inhabit alone. The bioluminescence leads the way, replacing sunlight of the former day. It takes the courage to dive down this deep, to leave the shallow promises asleep, and find the beauty in the crushing dark, where life exists without a single spark. We are the divers of the human soul, exploring every hidden cave and hole, not looking for the gold or pirate prize, but for the truth behind the tired eyes. The currents pull, but we are anchored fast to something that we know is built to last. The way weight of water makes us move so slow, but that is exactly how we want to go. In a world that rushes to the end, it is a gift to have the time to spend watching the seagrass wave in gentle time, finding the reason and the perfect rhyme. They say it's cold and lonely down below, but they are people who will never know the intimacy of the ocean floor, the quiet peace behind the heavy door. We don't need oxygen from tanks of steel. We live on things that we can truly feel. The pressure holds the pieces of the heart, prevents them from drifting far apart. So let the surface storm and let it rage. We have turned over quite a different page, living in Atlantis of the mind, leaving the cruel world far behind. The water acts like glass to magnify the beauty that the others just pass by. We see the details in the murky gloom and watch the underwater flowers bloom. We are the citizens of the deep blue, a population count of me and you, safe in the silence of the water column, the happiness that is deep and solemn. Stairs are cold beneath the hand, looking down upon the concrete land. We climbed up here to get above the smoke, to escape the city's heavy choking yoke. The grid is laid out like a circuit board, where people rush to get their reward. But from this height they look like little ants, performing in a chaotic wild dance. The siren wails a lonely red distress, a signal of the urban heavy mess. But up here on the rusted iron grate, we are detached from all the heavy fate. The wind is blowing stronger in the face, reminding us that this is just a space between the earth and between the sky, a place where we can watch the world go by. You light a match and watch the flame take hold, protecting it against the biting cold. It isn't for the warmth, it's for the light, a tiny beacon in the massive night. We lean against the railing and we breathe, with nothing up our sleeve to deceive. The altitude provides a different view of what is false and what is really true. The problems that felt mountains down below are molehills when the lights begin to glow. We gain perspective with every single stare, breathing in the crisp and industrial air. We don't know nothing but the clothes we wear and the connection that we silently share. But looking out across a sea of roofs, we don't need logic or the heavy proofs that we are kings of our own little domain. Even when standing in the freezing rain, the fire escape is our castle tower, where we reclaim our quiet hidden power. voices muffled by the city hum, a constant rhythm of a distant drum. We tap our feet against the metal floor, now wishing to go back inside the door. The dark aesthetic of the water tank, looking like a creature dark and dank, silhouetted against the purple haze of the city's never-ending maze. We are the watchers on the iron wall, waiting for the hammer to finally fall. But while we wait, we talk of simple things, of broken dreams and of clipped wings, and how we're gonna mend them with the time, and find a reason and a perfect rhyme to make sense of the struggle and the strife, to navigate the labyrinth of life. The night is long, but we are not afraid. We've paid the price that needed to be paid, to sit up here and watch the city sleep. Promises to one another we will keep. So let the traffic flow like rivers red. We have a clarity inside the head. The view is better from the fire escape, but we can give our destiny a shape.
The rain is falling like a heavy sheet, drowning the noise of every busy street. We seek a shelter where the concrete curves, creating calm for all our frayed nerves. Under the overpass the air is dry. We watch the cars go rushing in the sky. They don't look down to see the quiet space. They only wanna win the frantic race. We are the pause within the city song. We don't belong and yet we do belong, to every shadow and to every stone, making a kingdom that is ours alone. It isn't glorious, it isn't grand, just a small patch of forgotten land. But here we talk without the need to shout, and figure what the journey is about. You wrap your coat around my shivering frame. We play the simple and the waiting game. The water creates curtains on the side, a waterfall where we can safely hide. Oh, intimacy isn't in the touch, it's knowing that we don't need very much, just presence and the rhythm of the breath, defying gravity and fear of death. The pillars hold the weight of all the world, flags of the heavy traffic unfurled, but we are underneath the weight of it, watching the fires that the others lit. I like the echoes speak of this hollow cave. It sounds just like the bottom of a wave, muffled and deep and heavy with the sound of rain impacting on the solid ground. We are the ghosts that haunt the modern age, stepping completely off the center stage, finding the magic in the grime and dirt, healing the memory of the ancient hurt. The lights above are red and golden green, the strangest rainbow that I've ever seen, reflecting on the puddles near our feet, where the oil and the water meet. Oh, we don't need penthouses to feel secure. Our motivation is quiet and pure, to weather out the storm until it ends, to be the truest and the best of friends. And when the clouds begin to clear away, we'll step back out into the light of day, carrying the silence of the underpass, like diamonds hidden in the broken glass. Whoa. closer of the open road. The traffic slows, the city starts to sleep. We have a visual that we have to keep. Guardians of the dry and dusty spot, appreciating everything we've got.
Another ending to a frantic day. We lock the doors and turn the volume down, creating silence in the noisy town. The world is screaming for a peace of mind, leaving the gentle spirits far behind. But in this room the air is thick and still. We let the quiet do its work and fill it. You don't need makeup or a fancy dress to clean the chaos of this heavy mess. You only need to sit and breathe the air and let me know that you are standing there. The velvet noise of traffic far away reminds us that we don't have to obey the rushing clock that dictates every move. We have nothing left to prove. Not a battleground, it's where the lost things are finally found. We put the weapons down upon the floor and hang a sign upon the heavy door. Outside the neon flickers and it dies, reflected in your tired, honest eyes. We are the resistance to the speed, planting a slow and solitary seed. It takes a courage just to sit and wait, to not engage with anger or with hate, to let the current flow around the stone and realize we are not alone. The frequency is low, but it is deep. It enters when the world is fast asleep. A bassline thumping in the hollow chest, putting the anxious thoughts to rest. We are not famous and we never will be standing on the summit of the hill, but in the valley where the rivers flow, we find a peace that they will never know. The dark is not a monster to be feared, it's just a fog that hasn't disappeared. It hides us from the judging of the crowd, so we can whisper what isn't allowed. I hold your hand across the empty space, tracing the lines upon your weary face. Every wrinkle tells a story true of all the storms that we have traveled through. Let the static wash away the pain, like water washing down the dusty train.